Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Cylarn. Forgive me, your grace, but you are not permitted to pass within Brelok. No mortal may enter the halls of Brelok. Would that I could exact satisfaction upon you for that insult. But I am honor-bound to guard the doors of Cylarn, and so I will stay my hand. For now. So like a male, too stupid to know when to cease his yapping. You have great faith in my powers of forbearance. Do not test me further, mortal. You are fortunate that my duty forbids me from satisfying my honor. You will answer for that with your blood, mortal. Begone, mortal. The chalice is one of the Duke's prized possessions. He has been at a loss without it. For Sheogorath's glory. This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside. Greetings, emissary. We await your command. The time for speech is ended. Come. You have served out the Mazkin with their own medicine. Not the most glorious victory, perhaps, but Cylarn is ours at last, thanks to you. Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been utterly defeated. Those traps up ahead will cut my Orioles to pieces. We'll hold our position here until you get that gate open. May Sheogorath's madness guard and guide you. But if you can get that gate near the bridge open, we can bypass their traps and meet them blade to blade. We can't advance until you get that gate open. The Altar of Despair is ours. We'll hold our position here and cut the remaining Mazkin to pieces when they try to retake it. Help us hold the altar against the Mazkin's counterattack. Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the Altar of Rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself. Here on the Altar of Despair. You've served Sheogorath well. Farewell. I go now to kindle the Altar of Despair. Hail! The Orioles do not forget their friends. How may I serve? Sheogorath's blessings upon you. Cylarn shall be ours. Victory is sweet. The Mazkin are unworthy to guard the Altar of Despair. The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure the Armazalkana will be glad to help you once the Mazkin are driven from the Altar of Despair. The flame is fed from the Altar of Rapture and the Altar of Despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the Altar of Despair from the Mazkin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the Altar of Rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the Altar of Despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the Altar of Despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Mazkin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture. My pardon, Lord. Receive this key and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. The only way to assault the Altar of Despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the Altar of Despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylarn once and for all? Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair? Ah, Miral's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin have prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play. Very good, emissary. With your help, we will rid Cylarn of the Mazkin once and for all. What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? Are all males so obstinate? Have I not already told you that I consider that route too risky? What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? I've already made my decision. We attack down the main passage. You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. That's why females command and males take orders. Come, let us surrender to the madness of battle. You'll make a fine commander one day. Come, Let us surrender to the madness of battle. Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Why Sheogorath sent us a mail, I'll never understand. If you're going to help us take control of the Altar of Despair, you need to decide now. Will you help us destroy the Maskin or not? I can't hold off my attack much longer. If you're going to help us take control of the Altar of Despair, you need to decide now. Will you help us destroy the Maskin or not? That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference. You're making a mistake. There is no other way to light the flame. If you think the Maskin will help you, you will be disappointed. We will destroy them with or without your help. Go then. I will hold off on my attack to give you a chance to reconsider, but I will not wait forever. The altars can only be kindled by the willing sacrifice of a Maskin or an Oriole. It is my great honor to release my soul to Oblivion in service to Lord Sheogorath. Farewell. I will not walk these lands for many a year. Not at all. It was an honor to carry out such an agreeable duty at the personal command of Lord Sheogorath's personal emissary. Now, it is my even greater honor to die in my lord's service. Farewell. My lord's choice of emissaries is strange, but he tolerates the Maskin in his service as well, so who can fathom his ways? No matter. I serve him, not you. Stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Maskin scum from Cylarn. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming. Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Maskin will not withstand us. She commands the Orioles here at Cylarn. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all. You'll pay for your treachery. The Altar of Despair is ours, but the battle is not over yet. Defensive positions. Orioles, the cleansing of Cylarn begins now. Follow me! Orioles, we attack through the Underdeep. The Maskin will be destroyed before they awake to their danger. Follow me. Death to the Maskin, for the glory of Sheogorath. Down with the Maskin. Orioles, follow me! Kill the Maskin! Comrades, beware! My soul for Sheogorath! For Sheogorath's glory! Defend the altar! Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylarn, which is controlled by the Maskin. The Maskin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it. It is just there, at the top of these steps. You would pray for the blinding ecstasy, which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service? It is on the east side of Cylarn, which we hold for Lord Sheogorath. The Armazokana has her command post there. That's what we call ourselves, the most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath. Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. With all due respect, the hour grows late and the situation grows darker. If we are to complete this plan, you must go now. The enemy comes. Prepare yourself. Your Grace, a dark time has been thrust upon us. Passwall is under attack. We are outmatched and outnumbered. At first light, the spire at the center of town became active. Immediately, the area around it began to crystallize and change. Soon after that, the sky darkened and the nights came. Have you provided the soldiers with aid? We have little in the way of supplies here. No healing, no restoration. If you have done all that you can, are you prepared to face the enemy? Have you prepared the Orioles? Victory is ours. For the moment. We must discuss our next move. The spire is obviously their source of power. This battle will not end until we find a way to shut it down. I cannot believe it. You survived. We were certain that your light had been lost. I apologize for doubting you, Your Grace. You are a most worthy leader, perhaps the greatest warrior to ever hold the seat of Mania. But I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with knights that were not destroyed in the spire. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogorath. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm. Passwall must have a new dawn. The struggle will be great, but I have no doubt that we shall overcome this dark time. Time is short, Your Grace. We cannot know when the next attack will come. The enemy will be upon us soon. May the blessings of our Lord protect us all. Here they come! Retreat! Retreat! Fall back to the town center! Now! Now! Move! Reform! Back to your ranks! More are coming! Back to your positions! Don't break ranks! Hold! Hold! The knights are relentless. They do not tire. They do not fear. And they do not stop coming. They appear out of nowhere at the base of the spire. We kill 5 of them, 5 more come. We've lost too many of the Orioles already. I fear that we will not be able to hold the town for much longer. You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It appears to be a source of power for these invaders. A portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. I have an idea how we might be able to stop them, but for now we must survive. I've been losing Orioles with each attack, and I'm down to nothing but men. We are pinned down here. If we lose, the gates of madness will fall. If the gates fall, the enemy will flood into the Isles. We will be helpless to stop them. But now that you've arrived, perhaps we can slow them down. We cannot talk now. We don't have very long until the next wave arrives. Even though I have served with these Orioles for centuries, as the Duke of Mania, it is your right to command the troops. Command them if you will, or leave it to me. Either way, make haste. Our time is short. I am not certain, but do not lose heart. I have an idea. The ruins of Zetaphin run under Passwall. The entrance to the south of the town has been sealed for centuries. One of my scouts reported that the ruins have been opened recently, and a number of these knights are now guarding the entrance. I did, and she did not return. I can only assume that she was caught and killed. If we attempt to assault Zetaphin, Passwall will be overrun and we will lose the fringe. Additionally, our forces are dangerously thin. We have no idea what opposition may await us inside. Your insight is impressive. While we draw their attention here, you should be able to slip inside Zetaphin. Once inside, search for the source of the spire's power. It must be underground somewhere. Once you find it, destroy it. Good luck, Your Grace. May the truth light your way through the darkness. The knights are relentless. We are the only thing standing between them and the total destruction of the fringe. They'll get more and more active as the Grey March continues. If they've already taken the fringe, they must have one there already. I really hate those things. Speak to each of the Orioles to give them your orders. The front line will arm themselves with axes of war. They will hold the line against the enemy's charge. Those who you assign as archers will head to the rear and keep their distance when the enemy draws close. Those with blades and shields will hold the flank. When the enemy draws near, they will close in and attack. This town has stood on the edge of the Shivering Isles since they were born from the mists of time. For our purposes, it serves as a defensible outpost. That is, against typical enemies who can know fear, intimidation, and hopelessness. Very well, Your Grace. Speak to each of the Orioles to give them your orders. The front line will arm themselves with axes of war. They will hold the line against the enemy's charge. Those who you designate as archers will head to the rear and keep their distance when the enemy draws close. Those with blades and shields will hold the flank. When the enemy draws close, they will close in and attack. I thank you for your trust. In your name, and for the sake of the Shivering Isles, I shall not disappoint you. Form up! By the staff, we will not allow this town to fall. Inspect the battlefield and provide what aid you can to the troops. Speak with me when you feel that they are ready for battle. Are you prepared for battle, Your Grace? Very well, Your Grace. I hope for all our sakes that your experience is greater than my own. Speak with the Orioles and tell them where you wish them to stand. Then speak to me when you are satisfied. You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It seems to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. Whatever you did overloaded it and brought the whole thing down. It collapsed Zetaphin itself. I'm amazed that you were not killed. Provide what aid you can, but I beg you to make haste. The enemy does not wait long between attacks. I imagine that we will not have to wait long, Your Grace. We've received reports that the Fringe has come under attack by the forces of order. We've been commanded to hold our posts and be watchful. Brellock will be cleansed. Brellock is ours. Fall before me, scum. We must purge order from our home. We shall not fail you. We must prevail. Please, your grace, hurry to Brellock while there's still time. I follow Ismi, your grace. If she follows you, then so do I. Forgive me, but now is not a time for talk. We must reach the Wellspring with all possible haste. If it is damaged, we are lost. You must set me free. The barrier can't be broken by you. It's too tough. Use the chime. Ring the chime, and that may shatter it. Your grace, Ismi has been waiting for you. Please speak with her. I exist to serve, your grace. Your grace must assist us, or we could be lost to this realm. The Wellspring is restored. You have saved us. We are forever grateful, your grace. Please, allow me to teach you this spell, so that you may summon our kind to you in times of need. Also, accept this gift of armor. It is the least I can do to show thanks for your help. No, the Wellspring! They've stopped it up. You must make it to the Wellspring and let the waters flow. You have my thanks for freeing me, but just who are you? I am yours to command, your grace. Thank you for coming. I apologize for summoning you. The blame is mine. We've lost control of Brellock. Thaden let them in. We had no idea he would turn on us. They captured our commander, Stada, and have her imprisoned somewhere inside. Our first priority must be rescuing her. Your grace, there is trouble. You must come quickly. Is your grace prepared to enter Brellock now? We cannot delay for long. Lead on, your grace. I am yours to command, your grace. They are a key part of the ceremony for restoring fallen comrades. The ringing of the chimes is said to help call the souls back to Brellock, guiding them to us so they may return to our Lord's service. What else would you ask of me? Ugh, what's happening? My lady, I'm sorry, I did not realize. Where is Thaden? Have you seen him? That traitorous coward. Your grace, I'm sorry, I did not realize. Where is Thaden? Have you seen him? That traitorous coward. Of course, your grace. She has taken up control of what little force we have left. She waits for you outside Brellock. Please hurry, there's not much time. Forgive me for saying so, your grace, but I find taking orders from the Duchess of Dementia to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duchess, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Brellock. Given the need for swift action, the normal customs shall need to be overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, your grace. Given the need for swift action, the normal customs shall need to be overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, your grace. Forgive me for saying so, your grace, but I find taking orders from the Duke of Dementia to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duke, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Brellock. Lord Sheogorath, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Brellock and routed us. As you wish, your grace. Please, your grace, hurry, we haven't much time. Thaden let them in, more than I could count. It was all we could do to fall back and regroup out there. We must free Stada as soon as possible. She will know what to do. She is our commander. She leads us. Without her, we are at a loss. I have done what I can to take her place, but I know I am insufficient. Order has kept her hostage so that she cannot return to us and lead us. If we can free her, she may know how best to defeat them. They imprisoned Stada somewhere within Brellock. If they killed her, she could return to us through the Wellspring, so they keep her hostage. If we follow the waters of the Wellspring, we will surely find her. Thaden had her called aside, separating her from the group. He meant to divide our numbers when Order entered, making us easier targets. Indeed, Lord Sheogorath will be anxious to hear of our victory, I am sure. Our stronghold at Brellock is under attack. The forces of Order broke in and routed us. You must go to Ismi at once and aid her. If you insist, your grace, but there's not much time. The Wellspring is a cynosure, a place where the animus of lost Oriel can return to this realm from the waters of Oblivion. The darkness is a frightening place, even to us, and so our Lord has given us this beacon, a light to guide us back to him. What else would you ask of me? The waters of Oblivion lead us to the Wellspring, where Lord Sheogorath has given us a place to return to his service. No sign of him yet. We'll do our best to track him down and deliver him to Lord Sheogorath for a fitting punishment. The traitor must be brought to justice. Thaden, the snake. He showed up, asked for a contingent of guards, said there was trouble, and that we were needed. We were so focused on organizing quickly that by the time we realized he'd let order in himself, it was too late. We were split up and picked off. But it doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters now is the Wellspring. We must reach it at once. Our warriors will scour the halls of Brellock, removing any last elements of opposition. Then we will immediately return to our duties. The Wellspring of the Oriole. It's what links us to this realm, where we return to the world from the waters of Oblivion. If Thaden helps Order sever that link, my kind will be annihilated. The realm will be lost to us. We must get to the Wellspring and stop them. I will follow your lead. The Wellspring is at the heart of Brellock. Follow the waters to reach it. I am yours to command, your grace. A messenger sent by Ismi. You must go to Brellock at once. We are under attack. The forces of Order have taken control. We must get back into the stronghold. Brellock was given to us by our Lord Sheogorath as a sanctuary and place of restoration. It is our home. It is where our numbers are strengthened and where we return to the realm from the waters of Oblivion. What else would you ask of me? What would you have me tell you about it? Brellock is our stronghold. It is our place of refuge in this realm. It is closed to mortals. Your presence here is unusual. It is our home, our sanctuary in the Shivering Isles. If we were to lose it, my kind would be doomed. Our own Duke aligned with the forces of Order? An infuriating thought. He will suffer greatly at the hands of Lord Sheogorath. You, of course, Sheogorath's assassin. Defend the palace! Orioles, to me! We must shut down the obelisks! Beware the obelisks! The obelisks feed their power! My lord, I'm glad to see you. We have a developing situation that requires your attention. How may I serve you, lord? What are your orders, my lord? My lord, our Mazel Zuda sent me to find you. She requests your immediate assistance. Jigalag is strengthened by the obelisks. The false god resists our attacks. The obelisks must be shut down. The obelisks strengthen the false god. We must shut them down. The obelisks shield him from our attacks. Shut down the obelisks at once. The obelisks give him strength. We need to shut down the obelisks of Order. Look, more Orioles join the battle. Now we shall drive them back. Reinforcements, there by the doors to Bliss. Of course, my lord. I meant no disrespect. My zeal in the realm's service got the better of my judgment. The situation is this. An obelisk of Order has activated in the palace courtyard. My Orioles are engaging the knights as we speak. We will defend the palace to the end of our strength, and will cast ourselves in the path of cursed Jigalag himself should he come here. Order. An obelisk has activated just outside the palace. I've ordered my Orioles to engage the enemy. I expect that this is the beginning of the final assault. The cursed usurper Jigalag himself may even take the field before the end. What are your orders, my lord? With pleasure, my lord. My Orioles will gladly die in your service. It will be our great honor to fight by your side, my lord. I don't know, my lord. She only said it was a matter of the gravest import to the security of the realm. Please accept my pardon, lord, if I gave you such a false impression. The fault is entirely mine. The Armazo merely wants you to know that matters of the gravest import to the realm's security may be at stake. If it please, my lord, she requested also that I inform you that time is of the essence, in her humble opinion. The priest has reactivated one of the obelisks. They've reactivated an obelisk. Look out! The northern obelisk has been reactivated. Gladly, my lord. At once, my lord. As you command, my lord. They shall not withstand us, lord. You wish an escort, lord? Shall I continue with you, lord? By your command. As you wish, I stand at the ready. I stand at the ready, sire. Of course, sire. The fringe is outside Lord Sheogorath's mercy, but not his justice. I'm sorry to bother you, lord, but there seems to have been a misunderstanding. A small token of your appreciation might clear this up, or perhaps it's better if we leave at this time. My lord, it seems there has been some misunderstanding. Ordinarily, we could clear this up with a token payment, but under the circumstances, the peace of the realm requires that I escort you away. Your grace, you have committed a crime. Only the Lord Sheogorath is above the laws of this realm. You must return any property that does not belong to you. Now will you serve your sentence in the dungeon, or pay reparations? My pardon, your grace, but Lord Sheogorath's justice applies to all within his realm. You must return any stolen items. I regret that I have no choice but to escort you to the dungeon, as you are short of the required reparations. Submitting to Sheogorath's justice is wise. Will you pay reparations or serve your sentence? Either way, your stolen goods are forfeit. Decided to mend your ways? It's the dungeon for you, then, since you lack the gold for reparations. Your stolen goods are forfeit, of course. Halt, lawbreaker! Lord Sheogorath's justice demands reparations, or it's the dungeon for you. Any stolen goods will be confiscated. Drop your weapon, hand over your stolen goods, and face the Lord's justice. Pay your due reparations, or it's the dungeon for you. You thought you could escape Lord Sheogorath's justice? Your stolen goods are now forfeit, and you can either pay reparations or face the dungeons. Halt, scofflaw! You can't afford to pay reparations for your crimes, so it's off to the dungeon for you. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Come with me, scum. Those who can't afford to pay reparations must face Lord Sheogorath's dungeons. I'm confiscating your stolen goods as well. Hand over your stolen property, lawbreaker. If only you could afford to pay reparations. Too bad. It's the dungeon for you. You're trespassing here. You're trespassing. Leave now, or I'll arrest you. You're trespassing here. You'll have to leave. Come with me. You'll be searched for stolen property, then released. Please come with me, Your Grace. According to the law, any stolen property must be handed over. Then you're free to go. You'll come with me, and you'll be searched for stolen property and pay reparations. Then you're free to go. A coward as well as a criminal. Very well. Perhaps I'll have a chance to test your mettle another day. Dementia is not outside the reach of my lord's justice, whatever you may think. Then I have no choice but to use force. Our orders come from Lord Sheogorath himself. I'll enjoy putting you down, scum. I was hoping you'd say that. Then we'll settle this the old way, with blood. Please follow me, and we'll have this matter cleared up in no time. Very good, my lord. As you know, I must also take any items that might be considered stolen in order to preserve the peace and justice of the realm. As you wish, my lord. I will be honored to test myself in battle against you. Let no one say Lord Sheogorath's justice is without mercy. The coward's way out. So be it. Thank you for your cooperation in this unfortunate matter, Your Grace. Thank you for your understanding, my lord. I am required by your own command to ask you for any items you may have inadvertently borrowed. Now follow me, and we'll find a quiet place away from all this trouble. I trust you will clear up this matter in your own time, in your own way. For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! Eta Oriole! The Oriole stand at the ready, sire. The Oriole are yours to command. Go. Lord Sheogorath, your Oriole stand true. Feel free to take what you need. The fruits of the conservatory are for all to enjoy. This area is off limits. Welcome to the House of Mania. Your work is done here, Your Grace. I'm sure Sheogorath will want news of your success. My soul for Sheogorath. Blessings of the Mad God. Your lips to his ears. Yes? Welcome to the Green Moat Silo. Speak quickly. Speak, madwoman. Speak, madman. Lord, you know that Brellock is ours and ours alone. You may not enter. I stand ready, Lord. At your command, Lord Sheogorath. Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory. Welcome to the House of Mania. The saints stand strong, Your Grace. Mad God's blessings, Your Grace. Your Grace. Hail, Duke of Dementia. Hail, Duchess of Dementia. Speak quickly, mortal. Speak, sister. Speak, dog. Speak, citizen. Sylarn is ours at last, thanks to you. The Maz can no longer defile holy Sylarn, thanks to you. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ugh! The Oriole do not waste time chatting with mortals. Cease your prattling. Do not bother the Oriole with your petty conversation. Leave me, mortal. Your words hold no meaning for me. Away, mortal. I haven't time for your chatter. Your Grace has restored the Wellspring and saved us. For this, we thank you. New Sheoth is the capital of the Shivering Isles. We Oriole guard Bliss, the manic district of the city. Sheogorath rules the Shivering Isles. We, the Oriole, are his favored soldiers, the most perfect expression of his might. The domain of the Prince of Madness, Sheogorath. We Oriole are tasked with defending this realm against the lesser beings that would destroy it. Lord, It is best you leave this place. My lord, you seem to have lost your way. You need to leave this place, mortal. Quickly. You should not be here, mortal.